Hey y'all, it's your girl ShesLoc'd and I'm back with another video. You guys know I had to come back with another video because my last video I made a cons about having mature locks, and nothing negative about locks because I absolutely love my locks. But there's just certain things that, you know, either people are scared to say or don't want to say because they think it's a negative thing against locks, and it's not. It's just the truth. Like, locks are very much perfectly imperfect, and there's nothing wrong with that because at the end of the day, it's our natural hair, and our natural hair don't do what we want it to do sometimes, and locks is just like that. So you guys know how to come back with the pros of having mature locks. Before we get into this video, I just want to say thank you guys so much for 200 subscribers. I am so happy. Like, we are growing. We are literally growing. So thank you guys so much for 200 subscribers. I am so appreciative. So let's get right into the video. I took some notes, of course, so I could make sure that I got everything down packed. So the first is no frizz or minimum frizz. Like, when you get mature locks, your frizz start to minimize a lot. Like, I haven't had like that frizzy in a while now. It's been a while. When it comes to frizz, it's always going to be in your locks unless you palm roll your locks all the way down, but I'm not the person to palm roll my locks all the way down. So when you see my locks, like, you can't really see it. There's like tiny frizz, but there's not like a whole lot of frizz. And I'm almost 3 years in. For anybody who's new to the channel, I will be 3 years in less than 2 months, and there's not a lot of frizz, if any at all, but there's a tiny bit of frizz. You just can't really see it because it's really minimized. So when you get mature, when your locks start to mature, like, your frizz start to go down also because your locks start catching on to its form, and it's not like the frizz. That's why, like, when people don't like their frizz, I try to tell them it's literally a part of the locking phase because the frizz helps everything lock together and come together. So, like, cherish the frizz because it's, yeah. Another pro about having mature locks is that they grow faster. So what I mean by that is that your locks are mature and they start growing downwards. And you know, when they start gaining weight, like, your locks start having weight to it. And when your locks have weight to it, it goes down, and it means it starts growing faster because it's growing downwards. I hope that made sense. But whenever your hair doesn't have no weight to it, it's like out and about. And not to say that baby locks don't grow, because they very much do grow, but you don't really see it because of the shrinkage. But whenever your locks start growing downwards, the weight of it start pulling it down. That's when you start seeing the most of your growth, and that's when you start seeing some length, honey. Another pro about mature locks is that you don't have to worry about your locks unraveling. I really don't know my hair type like that because when I was a loose natural, I wasn't into my hair like that. But I'm thinking I have like 4A and 4B around my head. Like, the perimeter of my hair is 4A because it's very soft and loose curl, and the middle is more like 4B to me. And so a lot of my locks in the perimeter were hard to lock because the curls were so loose, and it's just like I had to take extra care of them because they kept unraveling every time I washed my hair, sprayed it, or any type of thing like that. So whenever your locks mature, you don't have to worry about them unraveling. Sometimes your ends unravel depending on, like, if you color your hair and it's damaged, or if you combing out your ends, if you're doing it on purpose. But you don't have to worry about your locks unraveling from the shaft of the lock like how you would if they were baby locks, and your hair, you have a more loose texture when it comes to your hair. Another pro about having mature locks is that it holds the style very well. So when you have baby locks hold styles also, but you know, baby locks do what they want to do. It's your hair is starting to understand like what it's doing. It's starting to lock, so it be everywhere. It's not really trying to hold it down, you know, POP holding it down. It's not trying to do that. It's trying to like be everywhere, see everything and stuff like that. When your locks get more mature, they pretty much know what they're doing by then, and it's easy to hold a style because they're mature. They have some weight to them. So when you do styles and stuff like that, you can hold in a style. Now, this, I'm not talking about everybody's matured locks because some locks don't hold a style that well, but I'm talking about majority of mature locks hold a style very well. Another pro is that your routines get so much more simple. Like, you start to know what your locks like and what they don't like. You start to realize, hey, I don't need too much for my locks because, like, they already know what they're doing. So you know, as a loose natural, you probably needed 10 different products to like do a wash and go, or however, whichever style that you were doing as a loose natural. And you understand with the locks, it's so much more simple. You don't have to do much. Water and oil can be the only things that you use in your locks. Like literally, if you're like a simplistic person and you don't want too much stuff going on with your locks, water and oil can be the only, and some people don't even use oil. Some people just use strictly only water. So literally your routines get so much more simple because you don't have to do much with locks. Another pro about these beautiful locks, matured locks, is that you experience less shrinkage. We all know, even as a loose natural, as a 3 and 4 type hair, we all know shrinkage is real. Whether you have locks, whether you have whatever it is that you have as a 3 or 4 type hair, you know shrinkage is real. So when your locks start to get more mature, you start experiencing less shrinkage. Not to say you don't experience it anymore, because I'm almost 3 years in and I still experience it. But do I experience it how I used to experience it a year ago? No. But my roots get curly because I have like curly type hair, so I still experience it in my roots, so it like bounces, but the weight of my locks like bring it down. So I think the more mature my locks get, the less shrinkage I will be experiencing, because the more weight that's going to pull down on your new growth or your, you know. Another pro about mature locks is that you do less maintenance to your locks. Your locks already did what they had to do. Not to say that your locks don't change as they get more mature, because your locks always go through a phase of some different type of change, even when you're in your mature stage. But like in the beginning of your locks phases, you might have more maintenance to do, such as like getting a crochet hook to the locks that literally don't want to lock. You like lock it yourself, you know, that's maintenance and stuff like that. Maybe you retwist your locks every 2-3 weeks because you're training your locks how to be locks, and then when they get mature, you don't have to do all that because they already know what's up. So when you get more mature, if it's your choice, you can go longer without a retwist because your locks already know what to do. So there's definitely less maintenance. You don't have to do much. You literally could hop up out the bed, shake your hair, throw some water, you know, for the moisture, and go about your business. You really don't have to do much when it comes to mature locks. And the last pro when it comes to having mature locks is that you learn so much about yourself. You learn so much about your hair. Like I said earlier in the video, I was never the type to get to know my hair. I didn't take care of my loose natural hair. So like when I got my locks installed, I literally learned so much about my hair through my locks, because now I know what it takes to bring my hair to a healthy state. Now I know what my hair likes and what it doesn't like. Like, you learn so much. And then the lock journey is also a journey of itself, because you learn so much about yourself. Like, you go through your baby phase, then you go through the teenage phase, then you go through the mature phase. Like, those are different phases that you face every day in life also. Like, you was a baby, then you were a teenager, then you're an adult. Like, it's so amazing. Like, the lock journey teaches you more than you would ever think that it would teach you, and I absolutely love it here. Like, this is your sign to lock your hair. Don't be scared, babes. Lock your hair. So those were just a few pros. There's a whole lot of pros when it comes to having locks all together, but I don't want to make this video extra long. But thank you so much, you guys, for 200 subscribers. I am so grateful. Thank you so much. If you've not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing, like, comment. If you have any comments or anything that you want to add on to pros or even cons or whatever it may be, go ahead and comment anything you would like to comment. Don't forget to check my description box. If you haven't watched my cons of having mature locks, it'll be in the description box or the video that's under this video from my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one.